Welcome. I'm Renee. My sister and I have a page called Doing What We Love with Holly and Renee. And I cook and she does crafts and we hang out and have fun with our friends. So we are going to make some cookies. It's a sugar cookie kind of recipe. So we're going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is make the dough. Show you how this is a very simple dough recipe, and it only takes just a couple seconds to get it put together. Okay, so you're just gonna need to get your mixer. If you have a hand mixer or elbow, sometimes you just have to stir it if you don't have it, but I got Big Red, I got my KitchenAid here, and y'all know she's a little noisy, so I apologize for that first off, but we're gonna hurry and get going on these cookies. So the first thing that you're going to need is 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 cup, okay? 1 cup of butter. So these are like a sugar cookie. Well, they are a sugar cookie. So anyways, but you'll need 1 cup of butter, and you just let it sit out for a little bit so it's at room temp, okay? Mine isn't quite there, but I think it's pretty good. And then you're just gonna need a cup of sugar, okay? So we've got a cup of butter, cup of sugar going in here. And then you're just going to mix this all together. So it's gonna get loud, so hang on, plug your ears, turn your volume down. But okay, I'm gonna cream this sugar and butter real quick, so hang on. I just don't want it to go everywhere. Okay, so you're just going to want it to be, I'm just going to show you some on the spatula. You're just going to want to, it turns like a pale yellow color. Okay, I'm just scraping down the sides, you guys. Okay, just getting this side scraped down. And then we're going to add 3 eggs, okay? So I'm just going to crack them in this bowl. And when you bake and stuff, it's good to have your eggs not like so cold. So I just grab them out a little bit before. Okay, and then just one at a time, we're going to drop these eggs in and mix them in. So there's 1. 2, and 3. One more. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up. Okay, we're gonna scrape it again. You just want to make sure you scrape all your sides down. See, this is where a clear one would come in handy. You guys could see. But I bet all we got in here right now is sugar, eggs, and butter. All right. So it's just all mixed together. I might give it one more zhuzh. And then we'll get this mixed up and we'll get this loud thing out of here. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Okay, so now we got that done. So you need a half a teaspoon of lemon extract, okay? So I just have this little lemon extract. And I need like a half a teaspoon. And then we're gonna work on the dry ingredients. So you need to have your sieve. If you have one of these, I just bought this at the dollar store. So this will also work too. Either one will work. You just need to sift your flour. So we have 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour going in. All right, so we're gonna put this in really carefully. Try not to make a mess. Renee always makes a mess. So we got 2 1/4 cups of flour. Okay, going in there. And then we have 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. This is baking soda. Okay, and then you're just going to sift away. Just gonna get all these ingredients sifted together. It makes it so you don't have any lumps in your flour. And if you have any lumps that won't come out, like I have a few in there, I can just open up my trash and dump them out, and then I have some beautiful flour ready to put in our cookies. So then you're just going to incorporate the flour into the dough. So I'm just going to pour it in. And you can do it in batches if you want to. I've never been that fancy when I bake, but you can just do a little bit at a time. Sometimes they say to add a little, then add some more, add a little, but I just put it all in just because I know that this is a good amount. I know it's right and I know it's fine. So. All right. Okay, so then that is that. I'm just going to mix this in and this dough is done. And I think that looks perfect. So I'm going to take it off so I can show you. Maybe, there we go. Okay, I'm going to move Big Red out of the way. And we'll scrape the beater off. This is a yummy cookie. Super simple. And then at this point, you have to let it sit in the fridge, okay? For several hours. When you're making sugar cookies, when you roll them out and bake them, you want your dough to be cold. You don't want it to be warm or room temperature. You want it to be cold. Otherwise, I don't know if you've ever done this, if you ever noticed, you put warm dough on the cookie sheet and then you bake them off in the oven. It flattens your cookies out so much you can't even tell what they are, right? How many have ever had that done? Okay, so here we go. We just have some dough in our mixing bowl. So at this point, we're going to take some saran wrap. It's like take some saran wrap, and we're going to wrap it up in saran wrap and put it in the fridge. So, okay, this dough's a little sticky, but that's the way it's supposed to be. And then you're just going to let it sit in the fridge for several hours, or even do it like the day before you're going to make your cookies, okay? So then we're just going to wrap it up in some saran wrap, just like this. Tuck it under, and just like that, you're going to stick it in your fridge and let it get all nice and cold. So now we have our dough. It's nice and cold, ready to roll out and make some cookies. So I got my mat that I roll dough out on. And if you don't have one of these, just clean your counter super good. And just do it right on your counter. Okay, so what you're gonna need to do, I have a little bit of flour on here already, is just flour your surface pretty good, okay? Just put some flour down and spread it out, just like that. And then we're gonna take our dough, and I'm just kind of I'm going to roll, just get some flour kind of all over the surface. And this is why I like to leave my my dough a little sticky, because then you're adding flour when you're rolling them out. They're not so tough, like, right? Because we're adding flour in. So if they're a little sticky, then you won't have a tough cookie. So if that makes sense. So I like to have a little bit of a stickier dough, so when I add flour in from rolling, it doesn't make your dough extra tough or anything like that. So just rolling this dough out. And if I was you, I'd cut it in half just like I did and do half of it and then do half of it again. And these are pretty thin cookies, okay? So probably, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. Anyway, just roll it out just like that. And then whatever cookie cutters you're doing, I mean, you can make this you know, this recipe for any holiday. So we're going to just use this little heart one right here. And then I have this cute round one. I just thought on the plate they would look super cute together. So, right. So anyway, so we are going to just cut our cookies out. Just like, I'm going to get a little bit more flour here to put my cookie cutter in. Okay. And we're just going to cut these cookies out. Just take your cookie cutters and cut your cookies the best you can. I try to figure out a way to get the most cookies, right? Anyway, okay, so there we go. So there we have it. They're all cut out. All right, so then you're just going to take a baking sheet and line it, or you don't have to line it, but I like to line it. It's easy cleanup, and you don't have to spray it. So just take a little spatula. I like this really thin one because it doesn't, it gets under the cookies really good. This is just like a cake server, but it works really good when you're doing sugar cookies. So look how they're pretty thin. See, you guys, they're not a real thick cookie. So we're just going to put these on the cookie sheet. All right, just getting some of this dough out of the way. And you can, you'll always want to roll it back out and do it again, so you use all your cookie dough up. So we have them all right here on your cookie sheet, right? And then you're going to grab whatever kind of fun sprinkles you have, okay? I mean, these are 4th of July ones, but there's still red in there, and so just get whatever you have. So then you're just going to pick whichever sprinkles you want. We're just going to get creative, and you're just going to stick the sprinkles on top of each of the cookies. And then these are just the really fine sugars, okay? There's some red and there's some pink. So I'm going to use pink, some pink sugar on some of the hearts, and some red sugar. Okay. So we'll do four. In fact, I'm going to do this. I put the bigger sprinkles. Now I'm going to put some pink sugar sprinkles on with these red ones. Here is our cookies, okay? So then you're just going to pop this in a 370-degree oven for 10 minutes. Okay, so I just got a little plate right here, and I'm going to show you my cookies. So, I'm just getting them off. Here we go, hang on. Okay. And ta-da! Yes. So the sprinkles are cooked into the cookie. So it looks like that. And they're soft, and they're just the cutest little cookies. Let me hold that up so you guys can see. And use whatever sprinkles you have. 24 to 30, 24 to 32 cookies probably in a recipe. And I hope you guys try these sugar cookies. So that is it. So anyways, this is Renee doing what I love. Bye.